Hi everyone, my name is Daria, and today I'll be doing a mock session using the existentialism approach. So what brings you in today?
So, I'm dealing with a lot of complicated situations with my family, more specifically my parents. They're the kind of people that they want big things for me. Like, they want me to do all these big things.
What do you mean by big things?
Like, they want me to become a doctor or like a lawyer or like some sort of crazy position where I have to go to school for like 12 years to get it done. And I just don't want to do that, but I also want them to be proud of my achievements. Like, for example, back in 2016, I decided to join the military. And I thought it was a big deal, but
Your parents?
they did not. Um, they were like, oh, well, it's not going to college and becoming a doctor or a lawyer, as per mentioned. And I, when I got out, I had to lie to them and tell them that I was going to college and pursuing a degree in law. And I was working and apprenticing at a law firm. That's what I tell them right now is because, I feel like I have to.
So what would happen if you were to tell them the truth about your occupation?
Um, Honestly, I don't know, but I can imagine it would go very poorly. There would probably be a lot of yelling, a lot of name calling, and a lot of the same old where it's you could be doing bigger and better things for yourself, but instead you decide to underachieve on purpose.
So what makes you happy right now? What are some of the things you've been focused on lately?
I mean, I'm in school,
Okay.
and I'm going to school for audio production
Mm-hmm.
because that's what I've been genuinely interested in for a really long time as well.
Right.
And I I just I don't enjoy it as much because I'm always thinking to myself like what my parents will constantly think, and I don't know what to do anymore.
So I'm hearing that you have difficulty communicating with your parents in regards to what you really are doing or who you really are. Is that correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you tried telling them the truth before, or what have you tried?
I mean, no, not really. I've you know, I don't want to
So, what
because
is it that you want?
I want them just to be proud of the achievements that I have instead of the achievements that they want me to have. And they have this path set for me that they want me to go down, and I don't want to do that, and because of that I'm it's constantly, oh, we're disappointed this, we're upset that, and I just it makes me just devalue a lot of the things that I've done in the past just because I just want them to be happy for me. But unless I do what they want me to do, they're never going to be.
But aside from their perspective, how do you feel about it? You're happy with what you did, with where you're at.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I gained a lot of experience from both of those jobs and from uh, all that time in the military. I did a full 4 years, so I completed my contract.
I see you're twiddling your fingers there.
Yeah, it's just a nervous response that I do. Um,
I understand. Nervous
what
about what?
just the topic of my parents just makes me just anxious because I don't like talking about it because of all the past problems that we've had.
Understandable. So it sounds like what you want is for them to accept you for who you are, and they're not in the position to be willing to do that. Is that correct?
Yep.
But at the same time, you have to credit yourself in the ways that are due, right? because of the accomplishments that you've made. What are you gaining from lying to your family?
I guess it's peace of mind, I would say, would be the best answer. I don't have to listen to them constantly, like, sending me messages saying, or like sending me emails saying, like, oh, we've talked to some people at a university and we think you'd be interested. Like, because they apparently have so many friends that work at schools that they have, excuse me, sorry, they have this ability to just get into contact with whatever college they want to, and it's just it's just annoying.
So then, when you think about it, what do you lose by choosing not to tell them or hiding parts of yourself from them?
What do I lose?
What do you lose? Because you're anxious talking about them, right? So what makes you anxious?
Just not wanting them to find out. Because I feel like if they have all this information, then they'll eventually find out through someone.
Okay, so how does it affect you when you hide parts of yourself from your family?
I mean, it makes me feel guilty that I have to. I don't want to do this, but I feel like just for the sake of my life that I have to lie to my parents lie to my parents, and they live on the opposite end of the United States.
Right.
Like, so I live in San Diego and they live in New York.
Right.
And so, it's very easy to also, keep that going because it's so far away. All of my family is on the East Coast. I'm the only one who lives over here because I went to college here in San Diego.
I understand. So you're telling me that you're comfortable being dishonest with them. Is that correct?
I wouldn't say comfortable, but it's less of a problem, I would say.
Do you feel fulfilled?
No, not really.
Why?
Because, even though my life is doing well and my jobs are presenting me with good things, it's just that parental proudness factor. That's the only thing that's like keeping me from being truly happy with everything. It's just them just not taking me seriously.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. Have you explored what is it that they want for you versus what is it that you want for you?
I mean, I've talked to people in law because a lot of my family members are involved in like lawyers, criminal investigators, people like that. And I've heard everything, and it's just not something that I want to do. Defending people that do all these horrible things doesn't seem right to me, but it's what they want from me.
I understand. Thank you for meeting with me. I look forward to seeing you next session.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.